Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm kalikaiz. Today I'm playing Spy. I saw a really cool version of the Walls Spy combo that actually went back to an older version of tech cards. Now this player is playing 1 Songs of the Damned, 1 Crawl from the Cellar, and 4 Conjurer's Bauble, because this allows them to have a Rust in the main deck, which they can bauble back and then counter the activated ability of something like a Relic of Progenitus. Now we don't have that, but I still think that this is pretty good because you can bauble back something like Songs of the Damned, then Crawl from the Cellar to return your Lotleth Giant and cast it. So that's pretty cool. We have the 3 Masked Vandals main and another in the sideboard to handle Artifact Hate. We have Mesmeric Fiend for hand hate, Fairy Macabre for the opponent's deck, a Dispel as one thing we can get for a counterspell, a Flaring Pain for strands. And those can come back because we have Jack-o'-lantern, which you can put into our deck, and then we can just cast those cards by bobbling them back, which is pretty cool. Otherwise, it's pretty much the Walls Spy deck. This player chose to play some elves instead of the Cerulean Caretaker, just kind of making less of a Walls plan, but more of a go fast plan. They do have 5 lands, so it's interesting. This comes to us from a player, Jessica Jones fan was the person that had made this, and I'm kind of checking out their list and trying a tiny variation, but pretty much their list. So let's go ahead and hop into the matches. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. We're here in match 1 versus Rody Bodie. I know that they were on Terror the last time I faced them. This hand, we have no green source, so we have to mulligan. So we have double land grant. I think we can keep this and put the giant on the bottom. They could potentially spell pierce the land grant, which would suck. They're playing Affinity this time. So we land grant, grab a forest, play the forest, land grant again, grab a forest, play an elf. Affinity probably is going to be pretty difficult for us. They play a Blood Fountain and a Thoughtcast. I think I want a Winding Wave first. Land, let's go Winding Way. Creature. We find Wall of Roots and a Vine. Play the Llanowar and pass the turn. We mill the swamp. We only have 1 swamp left in the deck. Giant in hand. Our opponent refurbs. I guess I'm going to discard the giant. They play a Seed of the Synod and a Hard Evidence. So they're playing the Abjure deck. It's kind of a problem. Let's play the Gate Creeper Vine. We will grab the swamp. Play the swamp. We'll try a Winding Way. I should have played the Wall of Roots there. That was a mistake. Get creature. We have a couple of good creatures here, I guess. Pass the turn. Our opponent rummages away Hard Evidence with the Blood token. Plays out a Black Mage's Rod. Plays an island. They're holding up the Abjure. They deal me 1 damage. Getting in for 2. So I need to go Wall of Roots. Play the Battlement. I don't know if putting the Vandal on the table does anything for me. So I guess I just pass. So unfortunately I do need a black source. If I find a bauble, I could bauble back the swamp. They crack a clue, they draw a card. So I can Vandal their... they play another blue source. Dang. Plays a Nile Spellbomb. Okay. Getting in. So I guess I have to try to Vandal that. I just land grant here for the land. Does revealing my hand do anything? We have 3 mana here. I'll reveal my hand, I suppose. Sure. Oh wow, all the lands are out. Whoops. Well, that was a big mistake. Let's go lead the Stampede. Get some creatures. And then I will play Elf. Play a Battlement. Then I suppose I'm passing here. So if I had had more information, maybe I could have gone like, get rid of your Spellbomb, get rid of your blue land, and then they can't do anything about the Songs of the Damned there. But here they have a bunch of counterspell mana available. Bummer. We're at 13. Plays a Cryogen Relic. Yeah, this is going to be really bad. How do I beat this? I have to draw into another creature, basically, another ballustrade spy, but I don't have the mana to do that. I get in. Guess I start slamming Genersense. Guess I'll go for the Mass Vandal. Try to exile your Spellbomb. Because we have the Giant we can get rid of. They're going to crack, which means I don't have to exile anything. We still get rid of our creature. Play a Genersent out. Gain some life. Play a Finehorn Elves. Suppose I should attack. We'll attack for 3. They'll take 1. They're holding up Counterspell. I'll gain some life. Play a Refurb. So I guess I discard the Songs of the Damned. What do I discard? Songs of the Damned doesn't really do anything, right? Sure. A Fanatical. The only way that I can win is by attacking with my Genersense, I think, here. They're holding open Counterspell. They revealed an island with the map token. Let's go ahead and swing in with the Genersent. They take 5. Okay. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cast Genersent. I guess they can't afford to counterspell the Genersent because then they'll die to the Spy. So I'll cast another Genersent. Maybe they could counterspell the Dread Return though, so that wouldn't matter. Let's gain some life. We have 15 power on the table. They crack the relic to stun the end. Okay. If they allow me to flip my deck, then I have double Spy, I guess. I mean, I can Spy and then... Alright, well, I will start by attacking. I guess maybe they can't afford to sacrifice the crabs, to chump with the crabs because they need them. They cast down. Okay. They block with the crab. Let's attempt a Lead the Stampede. More Spies. So I'll take Spy, Vine, Vine. Bauble. I want to put like, oh, I missed a Vine. Dang it. Lead, Vine. Okay. Cast the Vine. Yeah, I do want to use the ability and then shuffle my library. And then I want to attempt to cast a Spy, I think. Just Spy them. That makes sense. I can also Mass Vandal the Refurb. Let's go Spy. They're trying to think about whether or not they can beat this. Okay, so they do have a counterspell. As at least one of the counterspells is the Abjure. They use the Abjure. Okay. So now I'm going to Mass Vandal, get rid of a Refurb, and gain 3 life. Get rid of the Spy. Now I think if the Spy resolves, I can probably hit them with the Giant. So I have 2 songs I can cast. They go Fanatical. They only have 2 creatures. I'm going to swing with everything. Pressuring them a decent amount. Plays a Refurb. That's not good. Fair enough. Kenku gives them an indestructible blocker. I kind of wish that the Mystics were creatures that I could attack with. They attempt to make the Mist Vault bigger, but they can't. They just get a bridge. They're going to attack for 5. Okay. So they're racing me here. They have Abjure still open. We'll start by attacking with everything. There's a lot of damage coming in. They're going to chump and block and chump, leaving up their flyers. They go to 8. We'll cast a Sagu. They cannot Abjure now because they chumped with their blue creature. Put the Rod on their Mist Vault bridge. Seems like the side plan is going to get there here. I'm not sure. They are playing red. That's not good. Means that they may have... Okay, we have Spy. Let's attempt to attack in. They block, so that'll kill my flyer. Just blocking with everything. Not blocking with a single Refurb. They're going to take more than 8 damage and die. Or they have a removal spell. Cast down. To kill the other Ent. Okay. I'll attempt a Spy. I think they can only have 1 counterspell here, so I will Spy myself. We do have 2 Dread Returns. I will attempt a Dread Return on my Giant. And go sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. They can counterspell, and I just Dread Return it again. Okay, you're dead. Sweet. We got him. Take 22. I'm surprised that I was able to take them down there. We definitely want the Mass Vandal. Then I have to figure out if I want any of the rest of the plan. So it was like, is Crawl Song stuff worth it? It stunk that we just milled all of our lands previously. I think that since they're playing a counterspell deck, I'm just going to cut the baubles and these. I guess I could still crawl. I don't have any other black sources. Let's get rid of these. And then go for the Mesmeric Fiends. Yeah, not having black sources other than these two and the baubles for black sources seems like a bit risky to me. Let's see how this goes. Just put one bauble in. Okay, this is a keep. We have land, get our land, Mesfiend you, land, go ahead and grab a forest, pass the turn. I guess I can Mesfiend them. I should probably wait though. They play a relic. I'm going to lead on the battlement. This is going to need 4 mana for the next turn. They play another cryo and see the Synod into a Thoughtcast. We find lead the Stampede. So one thing I can do is I can Winding Way for lands and then just Vandal their red source, which seems okay. Winding Way, land. We whiff, of course. Go land, play Vandal. Get rid of your red source. Getting rid of an ent. Opponent plays a black source. Thoughtcast. That didn't go super well. They refurbished. I'll get rid of the Dread Return. They play an Alice Spellbomb. I'll cycle my ent. Grab a forest. Land. Let's try lead the Stampede, I guess. Lead the Stampede. I probably should have left open in green. We have 5. So many cards. Alright, too many cards. And I can't cast any of them. Alright, your turn. Attack. I guess it's not entirely your turn yet. So we want to go Vine for the swamp. And then try to hit them with a bunch of Mesfiends. Maybe my opponent will destroy. They play Mistvault Bridge. Get in for 2. We have a Mass Vandal now. Let's play Gatecreeper Vine. So now all the lands are out of my deck. I got the swamp. Try a Mesmeric Fiend. A Fanatical Offering, getting a card. So they have no counter spells right now. Dang. They do have Cast Down. I guess I'm just taking your Cryo at the moment. And then I'll go Llanowar Elves into Mass Vandal. Get rid of the Naya Spellbomb. What, they didn't do anything with that? About that? Okay. Get rid of the Generous Ent. Now I can just Red Return the Giant right now. So in their hand, they just have removal spells. I'm just going to pass. They accidentally F6'd. Bummer. They refurbished. They have 2 refurbished. Get rid of Sagu. We'll get rid of the Mesfiend. And then we'll just like spy you, or check them with the Mesfiend and then hit them with the spy. So this should be easy, hopefully. A Fanatical. Only 1 mana left open. As long as they don't hit another Nile Spellbomb, they have a second island. I mean, that could give them more counterspells. And they just shame scoop to the F6. We'll see in round 2. Okay, here we are in match 2 versus Pi Gonti. Fantastic player from Italy. And we're going to mulligan. We have no lands again. Mulligan. This is not going well. Okay, we have lands. Keep. We'll get rid of Giant, and so this is 3 lands. I guess the bauble? Uh-oh. It's a mirror match. They're playing Spy Elves. So they have the spy in hand. We're going to land grant as well. Grab a forest. Sagu, Roost Seek for the swamp. Turn 2, probably just run out the Mass Vandal. There's a chance that we could spy to win. They play out, or they get another land grant. 1, 2. Did they play the forest? They did not. Okay. Elven Ranger out of their hand. Wait. I need a... If I had a ramp spell, I could kill them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play the Mass Vandal for no value. We needed a ramp spell. Okay, they just killed me. GG. That was fast. Okay. So we need the Fairy Macabres and get rid of the Mass Vandals. We're gonna bring in Mesmeric Fiend. I wonder what else we can do here. Let's see. Is Crawl from the Cellar useful? I think we can force through what they're doing with the Conjurer's Baubles. Like if they Mes Fiend my stuff, I can bauble it back. So let's just submit it like this. We're on the play. We have land grant into an elf. So keep. Fortunately, now they see the Macabre in hand. So land grant elf, turn 2, Wall of Roots. If I find another land, that'd be the best, so I could play Lead the Stampede. Our opponent has mulligan to 5. Okay, so they had the same problem where they mulligan too low. We're going to land grant. They see all the things that I've got going on. Go ahead and play the Llanowar. Pass the turn. They play a forest out and a land grant, so they've got Macabre in hand. And they have forest and swamp as well. We will play out the battlement. Pass the turn. Next turn, I can Wall of Roots into Lead the Stampede. Our opponent plays a swamp. So they can't use their spy until they, let's see, gets rid of this. Okay, 4 cards in hand. What is in their hand? Oh, this, they use the wildling. Okay. Let's play Wall of Roots. And then go Lead the Stampede. Lots of stuff. Okay. 5 cards. We're going to have to discard some cards. So what do I discard? Maybe the Mystic. We'll discard Mystic and discard a Soggy Wildling. We can use the Wall of Roots here to grab a forest or a swamp. And then we can grab another swamp on the next turn. They Winding Way. Okay. They've got the forest goes out of their hand. Play Llanowar and an Elves of the Deep Shadow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 1 unknown in their hand. No. Okay. Make a green cycle. Grab a forest. Okay. Can we win this? Forest. Land grant. I might be able to just hardcast the Lotleth Giant playing around the Spy. Or playing around the Macabre, which would be actually pretty good. How much mana do I have? Not that much. Go to forest. We'll go Wall of Roots. And then use the Wall of Roots to cycle for a swamp. Then play a Lead the Stampede. Maybe I shouldn't have done that this turn. So now we have Spy and Troll Wall. And I probably can win next turn. We still have 1 land left in the deck, so we won't die if they spy me. I guess that's the important thing to remember. Do not deck let them deck you. We'll play another wall. I will pass the turn, discarding the Generous Ent. I feel like I'm really having problems with black mana. My opponent's, I think, trying to consider whether or not they should spy me. It's a tough situation. If I'd gotten the swamp previously, I could have gotten a second swamp, and then we would have been able to play the Lotleth Giant from hand. So this is a very complicated deck. It's very complicated. They cast a Spy. So they're going after me, which actually lets me win the game, I think. We go after me. Okay. We have the 1 land left. We have 18 creatures in the graveyard. I guess maybe they could have a second Spy. Plays Elves of Deep Shadow. What happens here? We have 18 creature cards. Oh, I found Songs of the Damned? That's an absurd rip. What an absurd rip. Okay. I will go Songs of the Damned. Absurd. That was completely insane to rip that right there. We'll just spy ourselves now. And then we just attempt to Dread Return on the Giant. Wait, undo. Let's make some mana first. Dread Return on the Giant. Sacrifice the walls. So now they have to use their Fairy Macabre. And then I just Crawl from the Cellar of the Giant and cast it. They're getting rid of Dread Return and the Giant. Oh no, this is not an instant. I guess that's a mistake. But it doesn't really matter. Weird. That was weird. Okay. I guess the other thing is that I could bring in a second Giant. No, because then they can just... I don't know. I'll just resubmit. Okay, so this hand is solid, I think. Keep. We're going to land grant, play the Finehorn Elves, and turn to cycle, play the Overgrown Battlement. Can spy pretty quickly. Our opponent leads on a land grant, and they've revealed Macabre, Genercent, Ballustrade Spy, Llanowar, Timberwatch, Dread Return. They play the Llanowar. I'm going to land grant, get a forest, and I will play it. Or play the Llanowar, I mean, not play the forest. Now this turn, we just cycle and play the Overgrown Battlement. I think they might be able to turn 3 me though. Plays a Timberwatch Elf. We've got 4 cards in hand. They played this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. They have no black sources. I'll swamp cycle. Get the swamp, play it, and play the Overgrown Battlement. Oh no! It counts my elves! That's bad. Our opponent plays a Quirion Ranger. Can really, really wreck me here. I have the Fairy Macabre. This is 8 damage, 9 damage. Okay. Pumping it up. Go to 9. Or we have a Dread Return. Play the Gatecreeper Vine. We're gonna grab Forest. Play the Forest. We have 4 mana. So I'm gonna go Bauble, Bauble, and a Bauble. I guess this turn I cycle for the Swamp. Play another Timberwatch. I can block their 2 creatures. Let's see what they do. So they are attacking with both. I will block and block. They might kill both my creatures though. They pump up to kill the wall. Okay. Untap. Pump up. All my creatures are dead. Cycle. Get a swamp. We have double spy. I have to try to spy. Cast spy. I will target myself. Did I bring in the last Lotleth Giant? I don't even know. That didn't work. Crud. Okay, passing. I think I die here. Right now they have 1, 2. Dang. Yeah, they have enough to kill me now because they have +10. So they got me. Round 3. Here we go. No lands, mulligan. Last time I played this player, they were playing something that wrecked me. Let's keep and put back one of the spies. They were playing blue-red terror. We're going to reveal our hand, get a forest, play the forest. We're going to Wildling Roost Seek for a swamp and pass the turn. Next turn we play the battlement, then we go Great Gatecreeper Vine, try to get some stuff done. Our opponent leads on an island. We have a Wall of Roots, so we battlement, pass. Opponent casts Brainstorm. They preordain turn 2 to clear the Brainstorm. Duh, that's not good for them. What if they're on High Tide? They went top bottom. Plays another land into a ponder. Definitely not High Tide. Be a lot of cantrips. Sometimes people are playing like 12 cantrips, 10 cantrips. Okay, ponder, no shuffle. We'll go Gatecreeper Vine. Yes. Grab. Swamp. Play the swamp. Play Wall of Roots. Actually, I think I just lead the Stampede. 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures. Okay. Next turn I can spy, I think. Maybe not. Our opponent kills the Gatecreeper Vine. Let's attempt a Wall of Roots. I'm going to counterspell. Okay. Cycle for a forest. Play the forest. Play a Gatecreeper Vine. Or I could go Wall of Roots. I think I Wall of Roots. And then pass. Our opponent plays a ponder. So they're looking for another land in order to scred my creatures. Right now they are out of scred range. They shuffle. Plays a Seething Landscape. So now scred is online. Guess I'm going to go to my turn. Play Gatecreeper Vine. And we'll get the forest. Play it. We'll attempt to Ballustrade Spy. And they concede. Very nice. Okay, we got through what they were doing. Now they may have a way around what I'm doing because they might play relics and they'll probably have counter spells, so Mesmeric Fiend could be okay. This Crawl from the Cellar, this Conjurer's Bauble package is looking kind of poor in this specific list. I'm not really feeling it, but I'm not sure what else to do here. So we know that Mez Fiends are going to be good, just to clear counter spells. Feel like a couple of Mass Vandals are important. I think I'm just going to get rid of the Crawl from the Cellar, and then bring in another Vandal. I have to cut 4 more cards. So let's just cut these cards. And maybe I'm just not understanding the correct way to play the deck, but I think this is correct. Let's keep Dead to a turn 1 Spell Pierce. Let's see if they have it. Do you have it? Land Grant. I will concede. They almost had it. They didn't have it that time. We'll get the Forest. Play out a... Yes, should I Mystic or Sogyu? I think I'm going to play the Mystic because it's a ramp. Could be wrong. They play a land and they ponder. So here now I can wildling for the swamp, Gatecreeper Vine, grabbing a swamp or a forest. I have multiples. So let's Roost Seek, grab the swamp, play out the Gatecreeper Vine. Yep, we're gonna get another swamp. It just feels to me like I'm very, very pinched on the black mana, so I'm trying to prioritize that. Opponent plays a Seething Landscape, gets a mountain. Now they can spread everything that's on the board. I will attempt a Wildling Roost Seek, get the forest, play that out, and then I guess I just Whining Way. Still, they don't have, they're gonna go Counterspell. Lose Focus, okay. So some of these decks, the Izzet decks, are playing Lose Focus as additional copies of Counterspell. They have 4 mana. If they tap out, we can spy them. I mean, spy ourselves. But that might not work. Brainstorm, they're considering tapping out, but they didn't. We have Mass Vandal. Play a Swamp. I will attempt to lead the Stampede. They're going to Counterspell. Okay. Let's play a Mass Vandal. Just have another creature on the table. This plays through a single removal spell. But they use the removal spell. Now, they could have a Terror. They play a Relic of Progenitus. They're going to Relic me. I mean, that's what the Mass Vandal's for. Play the Mass Vandal. They have Counterspell. Play Battlement. And I'll get in. I can Dread Return the Vandal. They Scred. And then the Vandal can take out the Relic. But then I only have 1 Dread Return left in the deck. We'll get rid of a Land Grant. When it's at 18, we've been attacking in. I will attempt to Vandal. They crack the Relic. Okay. So let's get in for 1. And they have a Fire Ice or something. Cast into the fire to kill my mana creature. Looks like, okay, they're casting a Brainstorm. They're pretty low on resources. They've been trading with all my spells. I'm going to try to spy myself and YOLO the victory, but I don't think it'll work. We'll cast Ballustrade Spy. I'll target myself. We didn't get there. Send in for 1. They killed the Spy with a Lightning Bolt. And they tap out for Lorien Revealed, so they are super dead here. They could have a Spell Pierce. Dang. Alright, we'll go Wall of Roots into Lead the Stampede. They did have the Spell Pierce. We'll attack in for 1. I can attempt to Dread Return their Balustrade Spy. They go Preordain, but I don't have enough to double Dread Return. It's a bit sketchy. Let's just cast a Sogyu. We're gonna get it done the old-fashioned way by attacking in. Take 1. Our opponent kills the Sogyu. They go to 15. Plays a Relic. I'm gonna start by attacking. Then I guess I'm going to Mezfiend them. Or should I just try to get back the Sogyu? Let's just Mezfiend. See what's going on over there. Feels like nothing. I feel like they're just holding a card in their hand. Gets rid of a land. Oh, I didn't realize that we were out of lands. Oh no, yeah, because I played the Spy on myself, duh. And they have a Fiery Cannonade. Okay. Mezfiend is dead, but they don't get their card back. They continue passing. I'll attempt to Dread Return on the Soggy Wildling. They will respond by cracking the Relic. So now I just don't have any mana either. It's a real problem. Okay, good for you. Got that done. Get in. It seems like bauble to return the songs is critical in this version. And they are going to Lorien Revealed again. We can attack for 1 again. The land grant that I just drew does nothing. Our opponent's at 12. Just sided out all their Tolarian terrors, I guess. They play an Azure Fleet Admiral. They're the Monarch. We'll cast Ballustrade Spy. Bolts a creature. Okay, I'll target you. They've been 1 counterspell, so that's 1 counterspell out of their deck, although they could have many, many more. Plays a land. Ponder. They're looking for a removal spell for the spy so that I can't start getting in. Our opponent has a Scred. I'm going to pack it up. It's kind of a waste at this point. So we know now that I really need the bauble package. Will I be able to fight through? This is sorcery. It doesn't really work very well. But the Songs of the Damned is good. I feel like I just have to somehow beat them without Masked Vandals. Okay, I mean, I'll try it. We're on the play. Keep, I guess. We're going to land, get a forest, play the bauble. Land, grab a forest. There we go. And play the Conjurer's Bauble, pass the turn. Now we can Vine for a swamp. When it plays Island, play Gatecreeper Vine. And we're going to go ahead and grab a swamp, unless they force spike me here. When I cast Brainstorm in response to the Gatecreeper Vine, really looking for the good cards to try to stop this Gatecreeper Vine. Now, if you are playing and planning on casting things, if your opponent taps out, I would definitely suggest going to the end step and doing it. Maybe not in paper. You could just do that, but it's kind of a waste here. All right, swamp. Let's cycle for a forest. Play a bauble. Pass the turn. Now we can cycle for the swamp, and that'll be all the cards in my deck. And I can try to Dread Return on the troll. They play a Volatile Fjord. Maybe it's better to Dread Return on a bigger creature like the Jenner's End, so I can't get removed quite as easily. Okay. My turn. Land. We found the Songs of the Damned. We just had to Dread Return the Jenner's End. They have a counterspell. Sure. Just passing the turn. Let's attempt a Winding Way. Another counterspell. I'll attempt to lead the Stampede. Okay, we find Spy, Vine, Lotleth Giant, Wall of Roots. Okay. So I will pass the turn. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't have enough to win the game because I don't have any mana creatures. So I have to play Wall of Roots and Gatecreeper Vine and then Spy afterwards. They have nothing going on. Play Wall of Roots. They're going to counterspell. Okay, they're loose focusing the Wall of Roots. Yep. I mean, I could use the song and then the Wall of Roots would resolve. I don't think that's necessary now. Nope, I'm not paying. Play the Battlement. Pass the turn. They have used 2 counterspells and a loose focus. So if they don't have Relic here, maybe I can get there. We can play Gatecreeper Vine into Ballustrade Spy. And then if that doesn't resolve, they counterspell it. We can attempt to Dread Return on the Spy to get it back. And if that resolves, then we're good. 2 mana from the opponent. What are they going to do? They play a Tolarian Terror. So they're holding open 1 mana. Could be a removal spell of some kind. We will try a Gatecreeper Vine here. So they can, bolt my other Vine? Then I still win. But I have to have both of the swamps open. We will attempt the Spy. I will Spy myself. And then I will Dread Return, targeting my troll. Where are you, troll? There you go. Lotleth Giant. It's not a troll, it's a giant. Sacrifice, sacrifice, and sacrifice. Looks like our opponent's going to bolt themselves. There you go. No, well, they couldn't handle it. Could not draw lands over there, so they are super dead. Bonk. And we'll go to round 4. Okay, round 4 on the play. We have land grant, mystic. Let's keep. I mean, I have a lot of mana. Land, Cast Land Grant. Gotta get that going at least, right? So second forest, we play the Mystic. That's a bit of ramp. Next turn I'll have 3 mana. Then I can Battlement plus Wildling. Plus Rootseek, I mean. Our opponent's on Affinity, probably. Oh, this is good. So we can cycle the Genercent. Go ahead and destroy your land. Your turn 1 land. Mass Vandal. It will definitely kill your land. We are up a turn. They play another bridge. Go land, battlement, into Gatecreeper Ravine, getting a swamp. Because they played a second blue-red land, it makes me think that they're on not Affinity, but Jeskai Ephemerate, which I don't even know how that'll go. Yes, Jeskai Ephemerate. They play what? Cryogen Relic. I have no idea what's going on here. Let's go land, cast a troll. Then I guess I also Roost Seek, grabbing the swamp, and attack. So deal with the troll. They Wildfire. They are on Cleansing Wildfire, so they're playing Flicker, Cryo, Wildfire stuff. And we found the Spy, so I guess we just had it. No problem. Off the top. And that's really frustrating, to be honest, but, you know, Dread Return that Giant. Bonk. Easy, I guess. Let's bring in the Mass Vandal and the Mezfiends. And then get rid of the Crawl Song stuff and the Baubles. Okay, so let's keep this. We have a turn 2 Vandal, if that's going to be helpful. They play a Volatile Fjord turn 1, so they can't get it blown up. Let's play a land and pass. They go for an island. I'll cycle the Genercent. And then I think I will just play the Gatecreeper Vine here, grabbing the swamp, and they might not let me do this. Counterspell. Plays an island. Wildfires their land. Let's just swamp cycle. Get rid of your land. We'll get rid of the Genercent. They play another land. And they've got an Archaeomancer for Counterspell. So I can Gatecreeper Vine and then Mezfiend the Counterspell. Or I can just go Vine into Battlement. Let's go Vine. Grabbing the forest. And then play out the Battlement. I'm going to attack. Maybe I should have attacked first. Oh, it does block. Smart. Looks like they have a Scred for the Battlement. Not great. We're going to go Roost Seek. So the problem is if they have a Ephemerate here. But we're going to try Mezfiend. I really don't have any mana creatures. Looks like they might have the Ephemerate. That's bad. They're going to Wildfire my land. Fine. Guess that's bad. A bit bad. Play an elf. Play lead. Get the Spy. Might as well attack, I guess. We could maybe like find a way to Dread Return the Spy if we get wrecked here. I forgot about Cleansing Wildfire, getting rid of my lands. That's definitely not good. I guess the Mass Vandals are probably not really where I want to be. I want to just be Mezfiending them. The opponent plays a Cryo. Right now I have 5 mana. So if I Wall of Roots, that puts me to 4 mana. I can Wall of Roots again. And then I think I'm going to just Mezfiend them. They could have something like a Thraben Charm. See what you're up to. They Ghostly Flicker. What are you going to return with your Ghostly Flicker? The Flicker? We get to draw 2 cards. Turns the Flicker. They have an absurd amount of stuff. I'm going to concede. Fair enough. So they have changed from Ephemerate to... We're bringing the Baubles. Bring in the Dispel. Bring in the Jack-o'-lantern. We're going to cut the Mass Vandals. Need to make one more cut. I almost want to cut a land, but I just don't think that's going to be very good. I'm going to cut a land like a crazy person. Okay, here we go. Keep. We'll go Land Grant Forest. Put it most to 5. We will reveal our hand. Grab a forest. Play the forest. Reveal our hand again. Grab a forest. Play the Jack-o'-lantern. I probably should have gone Troll. Our opponent plays an island and a Preordain. maybe just getting the Mezfiend going is better than what I just did. We have all of the lands that we need, I guess, because we can land. Oh, now I can't hard cast my stuff. What's wrong with me? Okay, Wall of Roots. We'll Roost Seek and grab our swamp. Pass. Oh well. Mistakes were made. Opponent plays an island. We will go for the Mezfiend. They probably have to counterspell. Counterspell. I'll Swamp Cycle for an island, or a swamp. What am I talking about? Pass the turn. They play Plains. Let's go for another Mesmeric. Play Union of the Third Path. They go to 24. We're going to exile. They have a lot of removal spells there. Exile the Scred, I guess. And then pass. So now I guess if I draw exactly Spy, I can win. Let's play Battlement out. This way I can play the Genersent next turn and attack it for 1. Bonk. Oh, maybe I should have done the draw a card thing here. They only have 1 removal spell that they can play, but they do get to return this Scred by killing my Mezfiend. They wildfire their land. Probably going to grab a red source. Cycles a Lorien. So if I were to get rid of something, it'd probably have to be the counterspell, right? Let's get rid of the counterspell. Draw a card. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I'll attempt Winding Way. Creature. Darn. We have 2 creatures in the graveyard. 1, 2, battlement. Then I have 3, 4. Just play the battlement out. 3 mana. I'll attack in. So this turn they can just kill all my mana creatures. Pretty bad. They go for a Preordain. Islands out of their hand, I believe. Well, I guess they'd have to kill this. These ones they have to get the Scred for, so they can go Bolt, Scred. I think I play the Gatecreeper Vine. That gives me 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. Cast a Genersent. We get a food. And then I'll play a Sogyu. And attack with my Mezfiend. Wonk. So they've killed the Mezfiend with the Lightning Bolt as expected. And now they can Scred here and here. So I'll be down to very little mana. They killed the Sogyu Wildling? What? Weird. I guess because they could. And then they play Archaeomancer, which will return Scred, I suppose. Returns the Scred. So 2 Screds in hand still. I will start by 4. This is cost 14. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Cast Lotleth Giant. Hit you for 4. Swing in for 5. Bonk. Will they take it going to 13? Maybe I'm not totally dead. They kill the Lotleth Giant. Okay. So they have 1 Scred in hand, 3 unknowns. No attacks. We gain some life. Still looking for... okay, so I have a Conjurer's Bauble. Guess that's decent. Triad the Conjurer's Bauble. Let's attack in for 5. They block. Going to Ephemerate. What are they casting? 3 mana? They flicker their Archaeomancer and Island. Okay. I mean Archaeomancer Mountain. What are they going to return? Returns Preordain. Okay. I guess it's time for me to attempt to just get a card back. So maybe I just put a Troll back in the deck. Okay. Play Lead the Stampede. Fine, Ent, Wildling. And then a Bauble goes on the bottom. I missed an Ent. Dang. Okay. Play a Vine. We're gonna shuffle. Yep. Shuffle my deck. I'll just play out another Genersent. I don't know what's going on here. This is a very weird mid-range plan from my end. I have a Preordain. I don't know what else they can do. Got a lot of stuff going on. I basically have nothing. We know that there's a single Dispel in my deck. I have to find another Conjurer's Bauble if I want to use that to fight the Raven Charm. They play the Cryo. Maybe they have another Flicker in hand. Plays a land. I think it makes sense to use this wall. Okay. Already, I didn't do it. We'll start by attacking in. Okay, they take the damage, which means they're dead to the giant. Cast the Lotleth Giant. Maybe they have a Thraben Charm right now, though. If they use Counterspell here, so the only thing that can save them is a Thraben Charm, but if they have Counterspell, then they can counter the Lotleth Giant, and then I Balustrade Spy them. They're going Thraben Charm. Bummer. They take no damage from the Lotleth Giant. Cast a Wildling. And then I guess just gain some life. So now they have to be able to deal with 4 lethal attackers. And then they killed my Lotleth Giant. Interesting. We still have 2 lethal attackers that they have to deal with. They can cryo down one of the attackers. That makes sense. So now they still have to deal with 1 more of the creatures. I think the Scred's out of their hand now. Plays another cryo, which now they can get rid of this, but then they wildfire their land, or they're just dead. Are they just dead? Are we gonna win? I can't believe it. Turn 10 just like slogging through this Jeskai deck. I feel like we get there here. I'll just attack for lethal. Start by attacking for lethal. Hiya. Combo time, more like mid-range time. Ooh, they had a Scred. Their creature dies. Guess what though? Spy is here in my hand. GG. Combo time. Pointing at myself. Let's just go ahead and dread return the Lotleth Giant. Sack, sack, sack. Bonk. Okay. We are 3-1, I believe. Alright, let's see if we can get the 4-1. Round 5 versus P. Nacimiento. We have lots of mana coming up, so I think it's a keep. Land, go. Land, battlement. Wall of Roots, battlement. Okay, let's see what happens here. Opponent is on island. I'm thinking they're probably playing High Tide. And this would be a pretty bad matchup for me if that's the case. We'll play the battlement. My sideboard includes what? No real way to fight them. Actually, the Fairy Macabre and the Mezfiends, that could get it done. They play an island. They're going to scroll for the High Tide. So we can cycle the Ent for land. Cycle. We grab the forest. For the forest. We play Wall of Roots. We have 2 mana. We'll go ahead and play another Wall of Roots. Now I still have 2 mana. Make 2 mana, play battlement, and pass. So I guess there is a chance that I can win on the next turn. We have 8, 9, 10 mana. So our opponent's kind of pressured to go for it. I'd be surprised if we could turn 4. It's definitely possible. Our opponent plays their 3rd land. They are going to tap out for pieces of the puzzle. So they could just be straight up dead. They reveal Endwalker. Brainstorm. I really do. I feel like this alt art stuff is just very difficult to see. So Brainstorm thing. They get rid of that. They get rid of Island. They choose Reach and High Tide. So we have Puppetry in hand. We can play a Wall of Roots off of our Wall of Roots mana. Play Wall of Roots. It's like mana neutral. Didn't really do anything. Okay. Play Lead the Stampede. Have to hit the Spy. We did not hit the Spy. Okay, that sucks. Done. Fortunately, I have to cycle over the swamp. Play the swamp. Cycle for forest. And then play the Finehorn. And pass. And now I'm just hoping to draw. And I think we could have gotten there if we hit the Spy, but we didn't. Now our opponent has 4 mana. They hit the High Tide. Stream of Thought is in the graveyard. Plays a 2nd High Tide. So, I mean, we've seen High Tide go off a lot of times. I'll give them a good 20 minutes to see what they can do, and I will see you after that happens. After 9 minutes, they were able to take the win. Worth noting, they're on Petals of Insight. Okay, so we brought in the Mezfiends. We're bringing the Fairy Macabres, cutting the Masked Vandals, and then Crawl, Songs, and Bauble. Let's see how that goes. We have to like turn 4 of them on the play. I actually left and went and got lunch. Okay, we have Land Grant. Turn 2. Okay, I think I'm keeping. People Land Grant. Forest. Play the forest. Play an elf. Spy coming up relatively quickly. It is in my hand. So I Sog You for the swamp. And then I have another Sog You. Roost Seek. Grab a swamp. And then we'll play out the battlement. Opponent responds to the battlement with the Brainstorm. Go to the end step, homie. It'd be just a little bit more convenient. Like, I'm just sitting here waiting for you. I was going to wait, I guess, eventually anyway. So do I want to try and find Mesmeric? I currently have 4 mana. I can cycle for forest, play the forest, cast Winding Way for creature. We did not find a Mesmeric, but we can win next turn. So I'll play the Wall of Roots. And then, yes, cycle, grabbing the swamp, and pass. And then on their end step, I can cycle for a forest. So they have to turn 3 me. They're going for it. They've got 2 High Tides. We tried our best. We set up a turn 4 on the play, and they had double High Tide and double Puppetry by turn 3. So this puts them mana positive, or mana, they're back to 6 mana in play. And then if they have any other spells, they can go mana positive. Finding a Merchant Scroll. So with their 6 mana, they can scroll for another peer and then get basically a redraw. They scroll. So they have the peer, they can peer again. Okay. Finding another Puppetry. With 6 mana, they can untap all 3 lands. Best case scenario for us, I guess, is that they have nothing going on. They brainstorm looking for something. Trying to find another spell to cast. They found Ideas Unbound, and they can untap all 3 of their lands. So this is the time, excuse me, this is the time when we probably would want to concede. They've got very, very large amount of resources with their cards and their mana, but they currently only have 7 cards in hand. So it sort of depends if they just fizzle. They use a Snap, cast the Lorien Revealed, another High Tide. Likelihood of us surviving this is quite low. Now they transmute and muddle the mixture for another Ideas Unbound. I'll give them a few more minutes before I scoop it up. So at this point, my opponent has 12 cards in hand, an absurd amount of mana. So I'll just go ahead and scoop it up and save them the time. So unfortunate loss to High Tide. That is a very, 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 very bad matchup for our deck. I think we probably are not, I'm not sure that this bauble version makes a lot of sense. I definitely would probably go back to the original Spy Walls with stuff that can make black mana. But it was cool to check it out. So hopefully you enjoyed. Got a little bit more view into what some options are for Spy Walls, and I'll see you in the next video.